Welcome to Jimbo's Garage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Jimbo's Garage. Well, check it out. I got a brand new mill for the shop. But before we get into this, I want to talk a little bit about the other mill that I had. I broke my Jet 16 about a year and a half ago. Had a broken spindle, and ultimately it was non-repairable. So I was looking for something. I wasn't certain what I wanted. I knew I didn't have room for a full-size mill at the time, and I had this welding table here, and I thought that that bench top might be better suited for me. The one that I chose was from Tool Lots. The reason why I chose it is because it had power feed on all three axes, which is something I was looking for. However, it was a Chinese-made machine, and I had my doubts about it. I paid about $5,400 for that. That was at the time in my budget. I really wasn't certain. It was just what I wanted. It was what I wanted at the time, and I thought I'd put it on the bench top, and I had room for it, and it was going to work for me. However, after about 6 months of using it, I started to develop some issues with it. As a matter of fact, when I received it, it almost looked like it was used. I don't think it was, but there was evidence that either they put used parts on it or the parts that were already worn. I'm not certain, but I noticed that it didn't really, those things really didn't affect the performance. However, what did happen was the rapid feed ultimately broke the gearbox. I returned it. I did have a warranty. It was within the warranty, so I returned it, and I ultimately decided to pick up this KBC TUM 3VS. This is a 220 three-phase machine, and it comes with a phase converter. We're going to talk about that. And yes, I paid a little bit more than double for this than the other ones. Sometimes, you just get what you pay for, and I knew I was making a mistake, but ultimately I decided to bite the bullet and buy something with a little bit more quality, and I feel really good about it. I want to bring you in. We'll just take a look at this thing, and we'll show you some features on it. Everything about this is so much more high quality than the other one I had. First of all, it is a 10 by 54 table on this. Super heavy duty, super smooth. Everything about this works really good. It has power feed on the X-axis here. Also, everything is super smooth if you're doing it manually. It has power feed on the down. What it does not have power feed on is the Y and the knee. That's all manual. But I'm okay with that. Trust me. It's not like I machine every day, so I'm very happy with the way everything works. Now this also is, I mentioned, 220 three-phase. Well, I don't have three-phase power here in the shop, so KBC was kind enough to put me together this package deal. So when I purchased this, they also included a phase converter in the package, and I've got that. They did send out, however, a 300 phase converter. Tried to hook that up, and that just wasn't quite enough. I did a little bit of research, and I had a couple people say that, hey, because this is the Taiwanese motors sometimes take a little bit more to turn over. So I jumped up to a 600 on the phase converter. It's basically the same size box as the 300, so it's not very big at all, and everything works perfectly good. You can see right here. It sounds super smooth. When you turn it on, everything works really good. I'm really pleased with this so far. All right, so the whole point of the video here is you get what you pay for. I decided to go cheap, and it ended up breaking on me. So if you're looking for a piece of equipment, my suggestion to you is to buy quality. Thanks for watching.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.